Baby, when I tell you the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville showed up and showed out on that trailer for the second half of season 6.
Chit chat with cutie. That's what they said. Yep.
Chit chat with QT was killing.
Chit chat with QT for all of this tea.
What's up, cuties? Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. While you're here, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Now, you guys know that everything I discuss are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only, and everything is alleged. Thank you guys again for joining me. Welcome to Chit Chat with QT. Let's go ahead and get into this trailer, child. Now, the trailer starts off with none other than Melody Cherie, and Mel was saying how she's never seen a man get out of character. And I had to give the side eye, not to Mel, but I'm like, child, Mr. Martel Holt gets out of character every chance he gets. Or maybe that's his real character. I don't know. But the next clip was KeKe. This is when KeKe had the perfect aim, and she splashed that drink in Letitia's face. Every time I see that scene, I crack up. Perfect aim. And who do we see next? Marcel's ass talking about call the po-po and do a drug test on KeKe. Now, I'm going to get into why I think Marcel is stuck on saying that KeKe is on drugs. I'll talk about that a little later in this video, but he's been saying that since season 1. Well, before they even started filming Love and Marriage Huntsville. And what I saw next, I was happy to see. KeKe's husband was pissed, as he should have been. And he said that this was the second time that Marcel's ass have been comfortable enough to talk about his wife in his presence. And he had a right to be mad, and he should have. I ain't gonna say what he should have done. But yeah, he needs to check Marcel. Then they cut to Marcel telling Martell once again that KeKe has been on drugs for a while. Just gossiping like a little biatch. And it's not cute. They then cut to KeKe and Mel. KeKe was telling Mel that Marcel always involves himself in ladies' discussions, and he does. I can guarantee you guys this. KeKe and Tisha would be in a very good place if Tisha's husband will get him some business. And as you guys can see, so far all I've been saying is Marcel, Marcel, Marcel. And that is definitely who was in this next clip. They showed Tiffany telling Marcel that, oh, you value what a woman is saying? And he told her, well, I know you're not used to being valued, but you're valued while you are here. This man is a clown, especially against women. And I'm just going to say this. Do these folks not know how to get gutter with Marcel? Now, I know KeKe does, but yeah, it's time for everybody to check his ass. Marcel is feeling himself a little too much, if you ask me. But then, guys, they cut to Chris Fletcher and Martell, and guess who they were talking about? Marcel. Chris Fletcher let Martell know that Marcel has been talking shit about him. And he said, guess who owns Scott now? So Marcel, I'm assuming, finally got all of the percentages or whatever that Martell owned in Scott now. And now he talking shit about Martell. But Martell was pissed, and he said that he don't appreciate Marcel downplaying what he and Mel did for him. And I'm not just going to say for him, I'm going to say for him, his wife, and his family. And extended family too, if we want to go there. It is because of Mel. And I'll add Martell in there, why we even know who Marcel and Tisha is. We know that it was Mel who showed them the ropes as far as property preservation and all of that. It was Mel and Martell who recommended the Scotts to Love and Marriage Huntsville. And Marcel is sitting his ass here like he got amnesia. Like I said, that Negro got some issues. For real, he got the big head. But they ended up showing Martel and Marcel at Martell's house. And Martel told Marcel that to his face. He said, you downplaying what he and Mel did for him. And Marcel had the nerve to say, in what way did y'all help us? Negro, and I'm going to throw in allegedly, did they not let y'all stay in a townhouse? Did they not let y'all drive a car? Did I not just say we wouldn't know who you was if it wasn't for the Holts? What did they do to help y'all? It's the audacity for me. But he then did what most guilty parties do, and he took it low with Martell and said that Martell still owes him $3,700. And Marcel, you need to charge that to the game on period, okay? Because how many hundreds have you been able to make because of Martell and Mel? Now, we do know, and I'm going to say allegedly, that Martell don't have the money that he had when he was with Mel. But still, Marcel has made big bucks thanks to Mel and Martell. Next clip, guys, guess who was talking about who? Kimmy and Maurice talking about Marcel. Kimmy said something like Marcel said didn't nobody pay, and Maurice said he's a sarcastic ass, and he is. So are you, Maurice. But child, this is the Marcel trailer, because who is running things in the next clip? Marcel. He got the whole group together, and they are talking about the next Black Expo. And Mr. Man said that they're going to do certain things that was asked of them. Is that certain thing paying folks, especially Mel, if you want her star power there? Because if not, we won't see Mel there. But then I got a little excited, guys, because a man checked Marcel, and it was Courtney. And Courtney told Marcel that he thinks Marcel should let Tisha talk. Thank you, Courtney. Because god damn, Marcel know he gonna take over every conversation. And I was real happy to hear that. But Courtney let Marcel know that he was all over the place. And I could imagine if Marcel was anything like he was when he tried to answer that question at the last expo, then yeah, I'm sure it was a hot ass mess and all over the place. But Marcel took that opportunity to dismiss Courtney and Stormy. He said, bye, Mr. and Mrs. Steele. Thank you, guys. Now that's disrespectful, because we know that Courtney's last name is Beasley and Stormy goes by Stormy Steele. So in other words, he's basically telling Courtney in his damn face that you a punk because you going by your wife's last name. She's the boss. And Courtney peeped game, and he let Marcel know my last name is Beasley. And he said, you know my MFing name. And it looks like Courtney wasn't too pleased, because the next scene they cut to Courtney, Martell, and Chris. And Courtney was saying that he don't know if Marcel be playing or not, but he don't play like that. So I'm looking forward to the exchange between Marcel and Courtney. Look, all of them better stop letting Marcel play in their damn face and saying disrespectful shit on camera. And then when they stop filming, he's going to act like he was joking. No, don't play like that, period. But then Chris Fletcher took the time to ask about Lou. He said Lou is not coming around much. Then they show Tiffany and Lou. Tiffany is telling Lou what people are saying, that they don't see him or not. I don't know if it's trouble in paradise or not when it comes to Tiffany and Lou. But Lou let Tiffany know, hey, he got to work. And she knows what's up, and she been knowing what was up. So like I said, it was a jam-packed trailer. Let's get into Kimmy, Mel, and Tisha talking. Kimmy is talking about making love to your spouse and how it's an emotional bond. And if you're not getting that, chances are you'll get it from somewhere else. And we know that's embedded in your head, Kimmy. I'm sorry to say, but we know you still had to perform while you were going through cancer. It ain't that damn serious. If we don't have an emotional bond on any other levels and you gonna step out and keep stepping, okay? Period. But this part here is what made me crack up. Melody said she had 4 kids by a man that never made her have an orgasm. And she said that was her biggest regret. Everybody looked at Mel stunned. Nell Fletcher did, Kimmy and Tisha. But guess what? I wasn't stunned because a lot of men really don't know what the hell they doing. And a lot of women will fake it till they make it. This is very common. It really is. Now, people don't discuss it much, but we have heard around the streets about Mr. Martell not being that good in bed, thanks to who? The forever side chick, Coleslaw. So I'm glad Mel said it because a lot of us can relate. But anyway, next up is Martell, and he's still trying to tell the world that Mel cheated too. So this was Martell at Nell Fletcher's house. They were outside talking, and this man is having a fit. And I'm like, dude, you and Mel are divorced. Why are you still talking about this? Why are you about to bust a blood vessel trying to prove to the world year after year after year that Mel cheated? And I'm just going to say this. With all the shit that Martell did with Mel, she should have cheated. And then to add insult to injury, you weren't even doing nothing in the bedroom? Yeah, I know married folks not supposed to, but hey, it is what it is. But Nell let him know, look, I find that hard to believe, and Martell pouted just like a big baby. Next clip, guys, was Mel's name-changing ceremony, and she looked absolutely gorgeous. I really do like the idea of that, and I think a lot of women should start doing that. It's a big deal when you get out of something that no longer served you, and if you are going back to your maiden name, that should be celebrated. So it looks somewhat like a marriage child. Mel was walking down the aisle holding a bouquet and all of that. And I know that's right. Celebrate your damn self. Next clip was Mel and Martell sitting down, y'all. Now, I believe that this is when they were in Houston. Mr. Martell had the biggest grin. Looked nervous, looked like a little schoolboy who had a crush. He came with flowers in his hand and everything. And Mel looking at him like, who got those? And he said he did. But she took a glance and saw that wedding ring on his finger. And she asked him, why do you have this ring on that I gave you in 2008? And Martell said, because I'm manifesting us getting back together. Nurse, he out. He out, nurse. Man, are you crazy? Not only, look, it wouldn't have been a big deal, let's say, if Coleslaw was not in the picture and all the shit that came with her. Mel and Martell decided to divorce or whatever. It's a lot of couples that end up getting back together. But when you introduce somebody like Coleslaw into the picture, all bets are off. And for this man to sit here and say that he is still trying to manifest that, boy, bye. I don't think that's ever gonna happen again. They ended up showing the group at a bar or whatever in Houston. Looks like they were having a good time. And Mr. Man, just after telling Mel he's manifesting them getting back together, took a woman back to the house with him, none other than Martel Holt, sneaking a lady in the house. The next morning, Kimmy was saying that she thought that she heard somebody having sex, and Martell sitting there looking stupid as hell. And I'm sorry, that's just nasty. Nasty. We know he probably was in bed with somebody before he even went to Houston. Then he gets to Houston, bring a chick back, left Houston, and probably went straight to another woman's house. Just nasty. But Nell Fletcher let the group know, well, I heard somebody broke the house rules last night. And Martell sitting there looking stupid talking about he didn't get the memo. They showed a quick clip of Maurice as Maurice is a sex addict, and that's just it. That's just period. But he was talking to a therapist about sex. Then they showed a clip of him and Marceau. What was he talking about? Sex or lack thereof. He said something like he and Kimmy were down to twice a month. Yeah, the girl was going through cancer treatments. And I can't believe that he's made this his storyline. But Marceau let him know, oh, like normal married people. And yeah, when you got a lot going on, you got the house, you got the kids, you got this, you got that. Ain't nobody doing it every day, 2-3 times a day. Maurice. But I guess Kimmy is still trying to keep it sexy, child, because they showed her having a sexy little photo shoot, and she looked cute. She really did. And then real quickly, we are almost done, guys. But let me go ahead and get into this phoniness that is Tisha and Marceau. Now, Tisha and Marceau are just trying to make a storyline. If you ask me, this is my opinion. But Tisha was telling Marceau, well, you know I've been sick, right? Marceau says yes. She said, well, the last time I felt like this, I was pregnant. And Tisha's just not a good actress because the nervous smile and all of that gave it away for me. But Marceau ends up letting her know, well, you better get a blood test because I had a vasectomy. So I think it's a storyline, period, point blank. But the next little clip, guys, was KeKe talking to Mel. And KeKe let it be known that Marceau ass indeed cheated. She said that they were at some type of bar or something like that, and there were two ladies that ended up leaving with Marceau, and that they had a threesome. And Mel was shocked, and I was shocked too. That KeKe family said something. So come on with it. Come on, KeKe. Don't let that man continue to dog you out on TV talking about you got a drug problem and you sitting there protecting him and not saying anything. Like I said, he's been saying this before they even started filming Love and Marriage Huntsville. And with KeKe finally revealing what she revealed, that lets me know why. Marceau wants to discredit KeKe every chance he get. And the reason why, he don't want nobody to believe what may come out of her mouth. Game, recognize game, and that's the very reason why he got this big issue with KeKe. That's it, that's all. But then they showed Nell. Nell is going off talking to Mel and Stormy, and she said that she wanted to bust Martell in his MFing face. And I said right there, ooh, I like me some Nell Fletcher, baby. Nell is a little firecracker. But she said that she wanted to do that because Martell keeps telling her that she's not holding Mel accountable because Mel cheated too. And again, I'm like, why are we still discussing this, Martell Holt? You and Mel are done. And we know your ass would have been put it out there right there on that show in the beginning if everything you want folks to believe is the truth. But Nell was pissed. She asked Mel if she cheated, and Mel is looking at Nell like, what the hell is going on? We saw another quick little phony clip of Tisha telling Marceau that she never cheated. That's just not her. Again, it seemed phony to me. Now they want to put it out here like Tisha done stepped out on Marcel to try to downplay Marcel stepping out on Tisha. And they also showed something that was very, very familiar for me. Martell yelling at a woman. So Martell was yelling at Nell Fletcher again about Mel. And this was damn near a replay of Vegas for me. Same thing, same people were standing by Martell, which was Marceau and Maurice. And Chris Fletcher, I don't know what's up with you, sir, but you need to check his ass. That man shouldn't be yelling at your wife like that, period. And then the trailer ended, guys, with Tisha and Marceau. Another made-up scene, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Marceau is asking Tisha, damn near with a smile on his face, if she ever stepped out on him. Tisha sitting there trying her best to look like she's that girl that possibly have done it, and she told him, I can't answer that question for you. Now, call me crazy, but we all remember when Tisha asked Marceau if he was at a hotel in Atlanta, and didn't Marceau tell her the same damn thing, that he can't answer that question for her? And now she gonna say the same thing to him. So yeah, y'all can go ahead on with that, Tisha and Marceau. It's giving acting, and it's giving terrible actors. Because we know damn well Marceau, of all people, is not just gonna sit there and ask Tisha if she stepped out on him. Period. But I'm sure we will see more of everything. Like I said, this trailer was good. Do you hear me? 5 minutes that was jam-packed of the second half of season 6, and I'm ready. And I enjoyed it. I really did. First, let me say, I really enjoyed the ladies all being together and them being able to have a good time. I don't care if it is just because they are cordial co-workers. I like to see it. If they are able to put all of their differences aside, then good for them. But this is reality TV, and this is what we want to see. So kudos to the cast, kudos to the ladies. I am ready, and I'm sure you guys are as well. Now, we will discuss this live. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live later today or tomorrow, but I am curious to hear what you guys have to say. But in the meantime, drop down in the comments and let me know how you feel now. So thank you again, guys, for joining me for this recap of the trailer. And before you go, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Chat with you guys soon. Bye.